For the past 2 years on EvolveINK, we started a yearly tradition where at the end of the year, I give you my top 10 most insane tattoos that I've seen throughout the whole year. And with the year coming to a close, 2023 brought some insane artists to the scene as well as some incredible tattoos. I'm sure some of these tattoos on the list, you have never even seen these styles before. So with that said, this is my list of the top 10 most insane tattoos that I've seen in 2023. Now, this is just my opinion on the tattoos that I stumbled across in 2023, but I want to know what you think about these tattoos. Leave a comment below on what your favorite one is on the list, and be sure to subscribe for more tattoo-related content like this. Coming in at number 10 is this Predator portrait. Now, this is a collaboration between Tobias Augustin and Bruno Mars X Tattoo on Instagram. If you have watched any of the other end of the year list tattoo videos that I made, you'll notice that Tobias Augustin seems to make an appearance on every end of the year list because this man is insane when it comes to his black and gray and just black work tattoos. When it comes to collaboration tattoos, both artists really need to be able to work together and both on the same page. And with this tattoo right here, they have killed this thing 100%. The details in the Predator's face, to me, it looks like a painting. Now, the reason why this got onto the list is not because of the great detail and execution of this tattoo, but I just love how the color fades into black and gray so perfectly. Like, both artists were seamlessly incorporated into this tattoo. Like, it looks like, to me, that one artist did it, but the fact that it was a collaboration and it just flows so well from both color to black and gray, you could tell both artists put their heart and soul into this tattoo. It looks awesome, and that's why it's coming in at number 10. You may know that I am a big fan of those ultra realistic tattoos, but this year I found myself stumbling upon a bunch of new styles of tattooing that aren't so realistic, but it's just beautiful art. And this tattoo right here from Joaquin Host, this negative space tattoo, it just stuck out to me, and it almost reminded me like an American traditional style of tattooing, but with a new spin on it. Now, the one thing that really stuck out to me is not only the uniqueness of the style, but also the color saturation. Like, those colors in the tattoo, like those oranges and especially those blacks, the artist had to really take their time to make sure that those colors are solid and cohesive throughout the whole piece. He did a great job, or they did a great job with this piece. Another reason why I love this tattoo so much is the use of different line weights from the artist. So you could see that they use all different types of thicknesses and outlines and color to really make this tattoo just look different than any other tattoo that I've seen. For example, the black use of outline in the flying saucer really make it like pop off the skin from the other colors where like there's this orange background where like the skeleton or the spaceship guy is getting abducted into the flying saucer by the cat, which the cat is a funny touch. As well as if you look at the glass dome where the cat is, the artist didn't go for the black outline. He used almost a similar color of that orange as the outline, which I thought was a great touch, because if you use that black outline, I feel like it just wouldn't look right. But now, this is a new style that I stumbled upon this year, and I'm a huge fan of it. This artist does a lot of these negative space tattoos, and I recommend you going to check him out, which I will leave listed and linked all the artists in the description below for you guys to check it out, because, you know, educating yourself at different styles of tattoos, you might end up finding a style that you absolutely love that you never even knew about. Coming in at number 8 is this beautiful black and gray high contrast Grim Reaper tattoo from Gara Tattooer. Now, this is another tattoo artist that I have personally never heard of before, but I stumbled upon this tattoo specifically on my Instagram, and I was like, holy crap, this is a beautifully executed tattoo. I'm sure you watching this saw a Grim Reaper or a skeleton tattoo before. They're one of the most popular tattoos that somebody could get, but this for some reason just really stuck out to me. I think it's mainly because of the use of like the really dark blacks in the Grim Reaper's coat, but then combining the rest of the tattoo with very light gray wash as well as the client's skin tones. The client's skin tone is definitely a big factor into this tattoo. But also on top of that, the skeleton itself, like, you could really make skeletons look terrible when it comes to tattoos. Some people fail miserably at them, but Gara over here, he completely killed it. The other thing that I really love about it is that It's not so much of a sleeve, but it does go all the way down the arm. It starts from the shoulder all the way down, and it kind of narrows in, flowing with the client's like actual arm shape to the forearm, which I thought was pretty unique. You don't really see tattoos like this that often. I'm not even really a big fan of Skull or Grim Reaper tattoos, but a great tattoo is a great tattoo, and that's why it's coming in at number 8. Now, I love all different types of styles of tattoos, and I love my black and gray, but I also love my color. And this tattoo from Leonardo Tattooer, never heard of him before, but holy crap. Look at the color portrayal and just the color palette in this tattoo right here. I feel like when I was first seeing it, that I was like on psychedelics or something, which I never took before, but looking at this tattoo made me think that way. Now, this picture of the tattoo that you're looking at was when the tattoo was first ever completed, and we all know that once it heals, it's not going to look as vibrant as it once did, say, in this picture. But I'm not going to dispute or take away anything at the fact that this tattoo, the way the color packing is from the artist, holy crap. Like, I've never seen a more vibrant color piece than this tattoo right here. And we've been seeing a lot of tattoos trying to be like this, like really high pops of color, almost like neon kind of colors almost. But I don't know, man. This tattoo right here, when I first saw it, I was like, not only is it unique with like the hand, and you can see like the veins and the nervous system going through the actual hand itself, but also it looks like it's almost like holding like a paintbrush that has an eye. Just like the creativeness, like the design itself is just something that I personally never seen before. And it just goes to show that artists are just evolving so much when it comes to what they're coming up with for tattoos and the actual execution of the tattoo itself. Coming in at number 6 for the best tattoos I've seen in 2024 might very well be the best back piece that I've ever seen. And it comes from an artist named Rich Hardy. I've never heard of him before. However, this piece right here, when I first saw it, it stopped me in my tracks, and I was looking at it for a while. I am somebody that loves back pieces, but this alone was just, I couldn't say anything but wow. I mean, just look at this back piece. Look how everything is framed. Let's start off with the horses. The horses, the whole piece is in a nice gray wash. It's solid, very clean work. But the thing that I love about it is that in the horse's face, you could really see their expression. He really gave character to each one of these horses. It almost looks like the whole piece as a whole, especially the horses, is almost like a painting or like a sculpture of some sort. And I don't know if this is something that the artist came up with themselves, or is it based off of like a piece of art that then transformed into a tattoo. But overall, it is so beautiful. I mean, everything from the way the horse's hair is flowing in the wind to give it character, the background of where the horses are is very well done. Again, all in this gray wash. But the other thing that I really appreciate, and probably my favorite part of this whole back piece, is the fact that typically with back pieces, you have the main subject, and then you have just like other areas that are just kind of like filler, and that's all it is filler. But in this back piece, the artist made like this beautiful, like almost architectural backgrounds filler area, which it's not just regular background. It's like it's telling a story. Like you have like these beautiful roses and flowers down here that look really awesome. Up on the shoulders, it has very unique like twirls and just elements that you don't really see that often in a tattoo. This tattoo right here is one of the best back pieces I've ever seen. It's coming in at number 6, but bravo to you, Rich Hardy. This is some great work for you. With number 5, you might think I'm crazy putting this tattoo on the list, but it's a style that I've been loving. I just stumbled upon it a couple months ago, and I think it's so unique and so different. And it comes from a tattoo artist named Mambo Tattooer, and it's this one right here. Now, once I stumbled upon this tattoo, I did go to his page, and it seems like he does this style of tattooing always, but this tattoo right here was the one that I truly fell in love with at first. And one of the main things that I love about it is the color palette. You know, you have the elements, the colors of the bird, but it just looks so different. Like the way that it almost looks like a painting, like an art, like a very artsy, like arts and crafts style tattoo, if you know what I'm talking about, is something that I really do appreciate. And also, I really do love the fact that the artist goes and tattoos what colors that is incorporated in the tattoo right underneath the actual like focal point of the tattoo, the bird. I just thought that was so unique and so interesting. It's just a cute little tattoo, and it's just so different. And I'm a sucker for different style of tattoos. But I don't know. I just love this tattoo. Like, what do you think about this style? I know it's unique. I know it's new. You probably have never seen it before, but I would love to know your thoughts. But yeah, it's coming in at number 5 for me. Number 4 is the sleeve tattoo from Autumn Hudson Tattoo. And if you first look at it, you'll probably understand why I'm putting it at number 4. Look at it. It has all the elements that I absolutely love in tattoos that I'm a big fan of. So you got the grays and the blacks in certain areas as the background, and then you have these beautiful, and I mean beautiful, colors that are really popping off of the skin, really giving this tattoo character. Now, when I first looked at it, I had to remind myself that this is an actual tattoo. It's not a drawing. I mean, I guess it is kind of a drawing, but like the color saturation throughout the whole tattoo, the shadows to really give the subjects facial definitions, like it's not flat, which I really do appreciate. Oh, and side note, with this tattoo right here, this was actually a cover up. Like, I'll do the before and after. So this was what it was before, and this is what it is after. The tattoo before was absolute garbage. It didn't even look like it held into the skin. And now you have this crazy tattoos. Number 3 is this beautiful color black and gray sculpture portrait from Myron Tattoos. And when I think back of the first style of tattooing that I fell in love with, it was those black and gray sculpture portraits. I mean, those always were so beautiful to me, and still to this day, I'm really loving what tattoo artists do to them. But then you see tattoos like this right here, where not only is it like an exact photo, exact replica from the reference photo, just something as simple as like that gold streak going through the actual tattoo is enough for me to get excited about another sculpture tattoo, because it's just so unique. And also, I appreciate the fact that the tattoo artist did gold, because gold is one of the hardest types of inks to implement onto the skin to really give it that, you know, gold look, which obviously they were trying to go for. I mean, look at the facial features in this sculpture. I mean, you could really see everything from like the bags under the sculpture's eyes, the shadows in the face, which is very well executed. The eyes itself, now you can only really see the one eye in this tattoo, but even so, the eye itself is giving such a powerful expression onto the subject's face. I'm looking at it right now. It's just so beautifully done. Now, for the next one, I've been loving back tattoos. I've been looking at a lot of them this year, probably because I want to get my back done eventually. And this tattoo is coming in at number 2. It's from Zazaria Tattoo. I don't know if I'm saying the name right, but I'll put it up there. This has to be one of the most unique back pieces I have ever seen. The first thing that I looked at, it looks like almost like those old wooden carving sculptures that you would see in like the medieval times, which I really do love. I love those like medieval sculptures that people carve out in wood, or just like wooden architectural sculptures, if you know what I mean. You know what I mean? I was looking at this back piece for a good 30 minutes because one of the main things that I love about it, yes, it's in a unique art style, but also on top of that, it's just telling a full-blown story right on somebody's back. Like, you see all these people fighting, the horses galloping, there's the city in the background on fire, and then you have like these skeletons, like people with trumpets. I mean, everything is just so well executed. And the thing that is just absolutely insane about this is that it's all line work. Every single part of this tattoo is all just thick line work, which is incredible. And it gives it such a unique look throughout the whole back piece. Like, what this tattoo is supposed to represent, the artist like killed it 100%. And just from every part of this tattoo, if you zoom into it, you'll know why I was spending a half hour just looking at this thing. Now, for number 1, I want you to know that I am a sucker for well executed tattoos that have a lot of meaning. Like, if both elements get incorporated into a tattoo, you got me. And when I first saw this tattoo here of this dog's nose from Dag Mara Chiquita Art, I'm probably saying the name wrong, sorry. But when I first saw this tattoo, I was like, it just warmed my heart so much. Not only is the tattoo well executed, like if you really zoom into it, you could see each individual pore in the dog's nose, and like all the like the nostrils, just everything about the dog's nose is like spot on. But also on top of that, the fur around it is so well executed. A lot of tattoo artists will fail when it comes to like doing fur on animals, but not this person, not this artist. Like the fact that they incorporated the actual dog, the reference photo of the dog right there. Now, the dog's still alive, thankfully. But I was looking at it, I was zooming in, and I was like, wow, this tattoo artist really was spot on with mirroring the reference photo into an actual tattoo. And I love animal tattoos. I have one of my own. When somebody gets something to represent their animal on them, I love that stuff so much. I feel like it's such a beautiful connection between the owner and the pet, that it's like, it's just such a, I don't know, it tugs my heartstrings. But this tattoo right here, I know we saw a lot of like really unique styles and very unique tattoos on the list, but this one, in my opinion, just stuck out to me, and the meaning behind it, plus the execution of the tattoo, it was just so well done, and that's why it's coming in at #1. You might not agree, but it's coming in at #1 on this list. Now that we went over all of the tattoos, I want you to comment your favorite on the list down below. And thank you so much for watching. This is the last video of 2024. So I'll see you guys in the next year. Be sure to subscribe, and Happy New Year. Happy holidays. Love all of you, and I'll see you next year in the next video.